Okay, so it's been more than 48 hours for these to set. We had loads of terrible rain and I couldn't do anything. I also had to use the car, so I've had to clean it all again after driving it around. I taped up the holes under here just for the time being while the stuff went off. It's all fine now. I've washed it again and driven it around just to make sure there's no air in the holes. I don't have a air compressor, but you just drive it around with those off, get it nice and warm, or blow a hairdryer or hot air gun in there just to make sure it's nice and dry. It's still drying out a little bit here just from all the cleaning, but literally I can put, it looks dirty, but I can put my hands in that and there's like nothing on my fingers. I'll use that finger. See, it's clean, all clean. So it should be ready for rust treatment. I'm going to show you what I've got. First of all, I've got some of this anti-rust primer. Yeah, I know it's all Halfords. This is old stuff. I've had it years, most of this, and it's for various jobs, but it just happens to be from Halfords. I'm going to give it some of this and some of this. Tough, durable, protective paint, and then some of this. Provides a durable gloss finish. And then I've got wax oil in aerosol form, which is unusual, which I'll do a separate video on because that's kind of be a review, so I couldn't find any myself. But anyway, I guess we'll chuck some of this in, shall we? Just going to blast this with a hot air gun just to make sure it's dry for a paint. Yeah, it'd be a lot easier to take the wheels off, but I can't be bothered, to be honest with you. I'm just having to constantly drive around and do things, so it's easier for me just to do this. Do this bit here. It stinks. Use a mask, yeah? Probably inhaling zinc right now, which is really bad for you. I'm going to give it a bit more in a minute, but I'm going to do the other side now, and I'm not going to film it this time because obviously this overspray here. Could have avoided that little bit there. I actually wanted to hit this bit, so it's not the end of the world. Anyway, this is about rust prevention, not really too worried about it looking like a show car, so let's go. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with this. It's had 2 coats of anti-rust primer all the way down the sills as well. Yeah, not the best job in the world, I know, but it's okay. Remember, I've got to do the tailgate and I'm going to need the correct paint and lacquer and all that stuff, so I'll tidy up all this bodywork when I do that. It's easy, I've done it loads of times, and I'll show you how to do it too. The allot. It's this side all done. Come on, focus, there we are. Lots of anti-rust primer all the way down there. It's lovely. It's a really nice base for the heavy duty black paint, which I'm going to squirt now. This bad boy. abracadabra. That's the first coat of the satin black, and it's the dusting. It's literally just a dusting, and you wait 15 minutes. It's best to just keep doing thin coats until you've got a really nice thick layer. Going too fast, you just end up with runs everywhere and it'll just be messy and inconsistent and take forever to dry. So yeah, I'm just gonna do another coat of that. It's the second coat done. Look at that. And under there. Start on another coat. I think maybe a final coat this is. We'll see how it looks. I've just finished a third and thick coat after those two coats. So yeah, it's looking pretty well built up with paint now. See? Remember, we got 2 nice coats of anti-rust primer and 3 coats of heavy duty black satin spray paint. I'll show you the other side. Really lagged on in there now. Lovely and thick. Can't really see it. You can see the overspray, yeah, but easy to correct. I'll show you that when we do up here under this where there's rust. And I'll show you another cool thing I've got called it's a lacquer fader that shows you how to fade the original paint into aerosols and hide your repairs really well with just cans. So don't worry about this stuff, yeah? I'm just making sure I've got it all covered, and I'm being lazy. I can't be bothered with all the masking tape and taping and all that stuff. Really no need. It's not a Ferrari. Still does 60 odd to the gallon, even with overspray on it. Right, time for a coffee. Right, so nearly dry. Probably is touch dry by now, actually. Yeah, it's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to smash some lacquer on it now. Normally you would wait 24 hours, it says on the can, to get a better finish, but obviously I'm not really bothered about that. I just want it protected and ASAP, and then I can put some wax oil on there. So yeah, I'm just going to whack the lacquer on now and see what happens. That's a really nice thick layer of lacquer there. That should really help protect it. See the before and after effect here. I'm going to try and hold this and spray this little bit here. That's where it isn't lacquered. Big difference. Let's do the rest. Whoa, that is serious protection in there now, isn't it? Oh yes. Look at that. All the way down. You can see the shininess in there. Yeah. Now that's protection. Hey? That's what you'd expect to see on an off-roader. It's good. Just waiting now. Look at that. I'm so pleased with that. It looks tough as nails, doesn't it? Yeah. Nice and shiny. It's touch dry. This is the wax oil. So the deal with this, I'm going to do a separate video applying this, because this is the only thing I could find like it, an aerosol can, which is wax oil, and I couldn't find a review online, so I thought I'll just do one myself. Then if anybody else wanted to know if it actually works or what it's like to apply and how long it lasts, etc., they can look at my video, as soon as there's none others. So yeah, for this, we'll do the next one. 2 coats of this, so that's 5 coats of paint and primer, paint and lacquer, and 2 coats of this. That's 7 coats of protection between the elements and the metal, plus what was already on there. 8, 9, 10 layers of, yeah, it's getting pretty crazy, isn't it? 10 layers of stuff between the elements and that, but hopefully it's going to work. And then we can move on to other parts, cosmetics and other weak points. So yeah, on with the show.